finishing, as indeed are many of the players and partners. Cracking delivery, and Jason Belmonte, after that problematic first frame, is into his stride.
Yeah, must have just been testing the water with that first shot, seeing what reaction he was going to get in the back end from the high rotating ball, the two-hander. He also puts two fingers in the ball, but delivers it with that two hands to get fantastic rotation on the ball. Gets some great length down the lane before it gets to the dry part, and then it just rips the rack. Soft Tenpin left in the corner there from Jens.
That's going to be the danger, isn't it, with this particular style? He's going to be light into that pocket.
Yeah, didn't have the power to push that one out. Light in the pocket.
Problems already then for our 2005 winner.
Yeah, looking to slide this ball across the lane from the left-hand side, just to take the spare out. And again, he just plants that foot. That is a very adapted style. It's not what he wants to do, I'm sure. And I'm sure that's going to affect him as the game goes on.
That's how things look at the moment. Jason Belmonte is comfortable.
Yeah, just holding an 8-pin lead, but even after that open frame, he's made 2 strikes. This will be for Turkey, the first 3 in a row.
Well, he was just a little worried because he went very wide on that, but got some decent action with the pins.
Yeah, you saw the head pin come flying back across the head pin, the pin deck from the left-hand side. We call it the messenger, and that's the head pin. Look at the power in that, and he knows it.
Well, enjoy the graphics that you'll see coming up from time to time in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Look out for the revs and the speed of the ball as well. Both of those are crucial to how well the delivery ends up, but the revs is something that the players talk about a lot. How many rotations they can get on the ball. And Jens, straight through the head pin, has left himself a shocker of a split.
Yeah, the big 4, the 4, 6, 7, 10, and actually Jens changed his ball as well, though. He's using a bright red one now. Was looking for something. Unfortunately, he's having such a problem on the approach with this planting of his left foot, not sliding, that it's causing his arm to wander, and he's not hitting his mark. And accuracy is such an important part of this game. Just the 2, and unfortunately it's an open frame in frame 4 from the man from Bremen. Sympathetic round of applause. They can see that he's struggling, and he doesn't look that happy, I'm afraid.
Do you know what, Cass? I think that in that first delivery, when we saw him stutter, having suffered knee problems myself, I reckon that really hurt him, and he may have done a bit of damage there, and he's very brave to continue. There's been no histrionics from him at all. He's just got on with the job.
Well, we can, as I say, by planting his foot and not actually sliding, we can see that he's had to change his game. So you may be 100% right. He could well be in some sort of pain, and going to hopefully have to see this game through, this match through. But,
I guess that's a concern, isn't it?
He's already up against it, against this man.
Got the crowd to please, though. They've come here to see Jens Nickel in action. And they've come here to see Jason Belmonte as well. And Belmonte needs to put all that to the back of his mind. And as most of the bowlers will tell you, well, in fact, all the bowlers will tell you, it's not about you and your opponent. It's always about you and the lane. Great work. That's better.
Simon, yes, you're so right. It is the player taking on the lane, defeating the pattern of oil that's laid down. They can't see where the oil is, they just have to go by the reaction of their ball, and they learn from that, and they learn the angles and the speed and the rotation and whereabouts to they get their break point on the lane and make that pocket and carry all the pins.
Well, to give you an idea about the oil and where it lays, the machine puts it down before each match, and it's very thick and spread right across the lane near to the foul line, which is where the bowler bowls from, and then it tapers away to a point around about 41 feet down the lane, and at that point the bowler is able to start to react with the lane and come in and hook in to the pocket. And all the bowlers have a different approach, a different style, a different way of coping.
Yeah, that's why they take the practice balls just before the match. They just line themselves up with the right equipment, the right setup, make sure their approach is correct. Jens has unfortunately just left a Tenpin standing on the corner off his last shot. Hopefully this will be a straightforward spare, but again, it's all pressure on that left knee.
Yeah, he's having to deliver twice every time.
If these players don't hit the pocket and the lane doesn't play their way, then they're out of the tournament. We'll be back with more action at the partypoker.net World Tenpin Masters after the break.
Somewhere in junior leagues was one place where we all started, and you know, watching the kids today, it brings back some old memories, some good, some bad. Yeah, well, the way I started and got introduced was my family built a bowling centre where I live, and you know, instead of taking me to a daycare centre or something like that, they used to give me a pair of shoes and a ball and let me go crazy. So that's how it all started. My career highlights that I truly believe are the tip-top, winning in Las Vegas, the high roller event. I've never ever dreamed of winning that tournament, and winning that was amazing. Bowling 300 on this particular program. I mean, I've seen the program, and to bowl 300 is a dream come true. The World Masters is one of the most exciting and prestigious tournaments of the year, and it comes around once a year, and it's an invitational, so if you don't come, you don't get a chance to bowl it. So every year it's really special, and if you can put this on your CV and say you've won it, you know, there are millions and millions of bowlers out there that want to play this tournament, and not many people get the opportunity. So me personally, winning the Masters is it's right up there.
Oh, unlucky. How on earth didn't that take it down? That's what Belmonte's thinking.
Dear, oh dear. He even sent the messenger across to hit it again, and it still stood up. Just a sort of a wry little smile there from Belmonte. He couldn't quite believe it, could he? Best ball I've thrown all day, and I'll leave a 10-pin.
That was a flyer. Well, just got to do the job. Spare. He's getting no pressure at all at the moment from his opponent, Jens Nicol. So that'll do nicely. And it's all going very well. Yeah, exactly. Millimetres. Oh, nice interaction between the two players up there on the stage. That's Belmonte's stats for the moment. 4 strikes, a spare, and that 1 open frame from the first frame. But that's way behind him now.
Yeah, great camaraderie between the players in the tournament. It may be that you think that just because Jens comes from Germany, he doesn't meet Jason very often from Australia, but they meet up at these international big tournaments around the world, Far East, Middle East, and in Europe. And Jens nearly got one in the hole.
Nearly did. Our fan in the crowd once again instructing the ball where to go.
He actually got some great reaction on this ball. Lots of rotation. Nice hooking effect in the back end of the lane. It's slightly high into the pocket and deep, and that's why the 9-pin is standing up. The ball should go into the pocket and deflect off the 5-pin onto the 9, but it had so much power on it, it just cut straight through and left the 9-pin standing. So just a spare for Jens Nicol.
There is girlfriend Britta in the audience, and well, she lives through every moment. Boyfriend Jens down on the lane, and she'll be feeling at the moment that he is not up to form. Certainly that knee injury causing him some trouble. As usual, smiling his way through it. It never changes for Jens Nicol, but he needs strikes, and he needs them badly.
Yes, unfortunately he's been 4 frames without a strike and only 1 in the match so far. Belmonte shoots his 5th strike and is pretty much lined up and taking charge, in control of this lane, very much in charge of his A game.